Oh, thank you.
Hi. I have an invoice I'd like to pay. $4.05. I'm just gonna pay for this change.
There's another one right there.
Right behind you. Oh. I feel like asking if they're recording us.
Yeah.
Because I didn't consent to that.
Yeah.
I feel like they accused us.
So you can keep this, so it's just 405.
This is the only time I get to use my change jar, so I look forward to.
Oh,
Can I get it stamped that it's paid?
yeah.
Thank you. And I saw a camera over there. Is that a security camera?
Well, those are, that's a, like a smoke, or like something with the fire, something I think to do with the fire. It's not a camera.
Okay. And then I'd like to inspect some case files. Where would I go to do that? For cases that are in the Court of Appeals, like motions and things like that.
You can look on the computer. As long as they're not sealed cases, they'll be on there. What is the case number?
53284 519
Wait, 53284, what's the next number?
4 53284 532824.
Oh, 8.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then 519879. And then 520664.
So was there a third one?
Yeah, 520664. 520664.
664.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So if you want, you can go over to the computer there,
Okay.
or and then you can, if you need help, let me know. But
Okay. Thank you. More.
This has nothing to do with the fire meeting. It really was a weird explanation.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing. You wanna pull up a chair? It's actually, I've never.
It's just like that.
So if this is all electronic access, why don't they give public, like, access on the internet?
That's a good question. You know, the courts, the other courts.
Like,
do
it's
the
not,
same
I
thing.
thought it was gonna be paper files, when I asked Bill Clinton, and he's like, we'll go to him and look through the paper files.
Right.
Okay. This has got to be some sort of like intranet. Which makes me wonder, so if this is all electronic and I can see all these documents online, why do I have to pay $4.05 for printing the appellant's brief? If it's all electronic.
It's hard to say.
California. Or is that Court of Appeals or California?
Must be Court of Appeal.
532824.
Oh.
Okay. So this is the court transcript.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on there first. So I think we can do it by when it was filed. Okay, well, I mean, it's not.
Sorry, but you're not allowed to take pictures of like the stuff on the screen.
Why not? These are public documents.
I know, but you're not allowed to take pictures of the documents. I'm sorry.
What's the law or authority?
I don't want to be a video.
There is none.
Okay, so the stuff, affidavit declaration, this is. I mean, these are our words. Actually, let's deal with this first, the recording.
Okay.
I don't want them to call cops.
Sure.
She left anyway.
Yeah.
Speak to your supervisor. Can I speak to your supervisor?
Derek's not in today.
Can I speak to whoever is supervised? I've never been treated like this where somebody's come out and told me.
What are you being treated?
I've never had somebody come out and tell me that recording public documents in a public place is illegal.
I didn't say illegal, I just know that it's against, not allowed to do that.
Do you know what law?
I don't actually, but
So Mr. Byrne isn't in again today.
Must be a really nice job. He's never in any day, it looks like.
No, like, I'm not exaggerating. It seems like he's out a third of the time.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to get because Derek is not in the office.
Okay, well, there has to be somebody supervising the office.
He's the supervisor, but he's not here.
Can you get him on the phone? Well, where is he?
He's on vacation.
Okay. Well, if you don't know the law, then, how?
Hmm?
She just left it.
Well, because she's,
There's nobody else to ask, but where's she going?
yeah, and there is no law. Otherwise, she would have said what it was.
Okay, well, go ahead and record then, because she told us that there wasn't a law.
Yeah, absolutely.
But she didn't have me take problem me taking a picture of everything. Oh, here comes security. You might as well record this.
Hey.
Reason you're recording?
What's the law?
What's that?
Who are you?
I'm security for the building.
What's your name?
My name's John.
John what?
John Cox.
Okay, Mr. Cox. What rule or law are we breaking? First
Didn't
of all?
say you were. I just
Okay,
wondered
then
what you were
we don't-
recording
If we're
for.
not doing anything wrong, then we don't need a reason.
Just curious.
I mean, if we're not doing anything wrong, why do you care what we're doing?
Just curious.
Okay, well, I'm a lawyer, so
Good for you.
tell me the law that I'm breaking.
Didn't say you were.
Okay, then we're not doing anything wrong, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing. Because we've asked both the person behind the desk and now you what we're doing wrong, and nobody can tell us a rule or anything that
I
we're
just
breaking.
asked what you're doing. I don't know.
Well, it appears that there's a problem if you came into the room and then you asked us what we're doing.
Is there a problem with
Do
that?
you do this with everybody, or are you targeting us?
No, not targeting anybody.
Okay, well, do you always come into the room and ask what people are doing in here?
When I get a complaint, yes,
What's the complaint about?
that you're down here doing stuff.
What are we doing that's against the rules?
Didn't say you were.
And who's complaining?
That's why I'm here. Well, you know, you're in the Court of Appeals. And when people are aggressive or being uncooperative, we just let you know what's going on.
Can you tell me what the complaint was?
That you were being not cooperative, let's put it that way.
And what was I doing to be not cooperative?
I'm not here to discuss it with you,
So
okay?
I don't even get to know what I was doing wrong?
I
Is
didn't
that
say
what-
you were doing anything wrong.
But you said you received a complaint, and that means if there's a complaint, I was doing something wrong, so I don't even get to know what people were complaining about me?
Or who? Who was complaining?
That doesn't seem fair. Like, you want me to know, you want answers from me, but I don't even get to know what I'm accused of?
Didn't say you were accused of anything.
Somebody accused me of something because you were called into the room. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so
I'm getting back on the computer and I'm looking at public documents on the computer. You're welcome to come over here and inspect what I'm doing.
that's fine.
Who's your employer?
The building,
So, the private building employs you?
it's a state-owned building.
Because the emblem on your shirt says Pierce County Sheriff,
No,
Security.
Pierce County Security.
Pierce County Security. So does Pierce County employ you, or does the private building employ you?
I am employed by Pierce County Security, yes.
Is Pierce County Security a private entity?
It's a private business, yes.
Okay.
That has a contract with the state to have this security in this building.
Okay. Okay, so there's not a ruling in here. Let me see your cases.
Let me pull up this other one here. That way I don't have to stop my other one, keeping an eye on that gentleman there for whatever reason he's even here. Doesn't seem to have a reason. Okay.
So I'm going through the case file, and it doesn't appear that there is any recusal, any disqualification, and it doesn't appear that there is any ruling on the two motions from yesterday. Now, here's the motion. Oh, this looks like a declaration, actually. Here's the declaration. For disqualification, or actually, this is not a declaration. I guess I got the title wrong. Oh, this is the motion. Yeah, motion for disqualification, so here's the motion. That's there. Here's a motion to waive the page limit for that. Here's the motion to compel. But there's nothing after 8/27 in this record, which is August 27th. Here's a ruling on the waiving the page limitations, and so this is a ruling on one of those motions, but it's not on the disqualification, and it's not on the motion to compel. And again, there's nothing in here identifying a disqualification. Let me go start at the top and be nice and simple. Okay.
All right.
Let me go down to other cases.
Okay.
519, 879. Okay, so here is Brian Cortland's, who is also my client, which he's said that you can look at this stuff, and these are all public documents. His first appeal on the Law Library Board, and on the 3rd, on September 3rd, I think is when we filed the motion, and here's my declaration and his declaration. And a lot of the stuff is from 2018 because the briefing was finished in almost a year ago. So nothing's happened for a year in this case. So here's a motion on September 3rd. And this is the motion to compel clarification. And here's the motion to disqualify. And we're going through the rest of the file, and there's nothing else from September, so the motion was submitted on September 3rd. Either that day or later, there would have to be some sort of ruling on it. And they sent me an email saying that he disqualified himself, and there's nothing on the case file. And there's no ruling on the motion, even though there was something, we received emails yesterday. Same thing with the first appeal.
And that was actually the clerk that had made those rulings. Is
Yes,
that correct?
yes, Mr. Byrne. And so here's the affidavits that were submitted with this one on August 29th. The declarations, Washington declarations. And this is Brian Cortland's declaration in support of disqualification. Here's my declaration in support of good faith efforts made for the disqualification. Here's the motion to waive the page limit, because I wrote a long motion for disqualification. motion to disqualify? Here is the motion to compel. So here's an order from the 27th before our stuff was submitted. And this is an order denying the motion to extend time to an appeal setting letter. And that was going to open courts and whether we got somebody else, or a security person. Whether to appeal the setting letter because they closed the court for the oral argument.
Oh, they're just looking stuff up.
Is there a problem, sir?
No.
I'm gonna go back now.
Yeah.
So here's an order denying the motion to clarify and granting oral argument. And again, this was going to the court closure. This wasn't going to disqualification. And this was 2 days before our disqualification.
So I'll just hang out down here.
Alright,
This is from the 30th. So what's this? This is the declaration of Brian Green in support of open courts. So here is a ruling on the 4th from yesterday. And this is Mr. Burns' ruling by the clerk. And this is what we received in our email. And here the clerk rules on the motion to compel. The motion to compel is a constitutional issue. It's about due process and about whether other people need to identify who is involved in the July 11th extrajudicial advisory letter in order to determine if we're going to have a fair hearing. And the clerk ruled on that constitutional issue. And here it is in the case file that the clerk ruled that the motion to compel is denied because it's not germane to the case, which appears to be, he's saying that it's not irrelevant or outside the scope of the case. And here, the clerk identifies that that some judge, it says a judge, has disqualified himself, has recused himself. It doesn't identify who. It doesn't identify when the disqualification occurred. And we're at the end of the case file, and there's no disqualification in the case file. Okay, let me go back to the other one real quick and see if I missed something. Do you think I missed something for that one?
Oh, you went through them rather thoroughly.
Okay, well maybe they're just being updated, but there's not a... Let's go slow. So that's on the 4th, that's our reply. It's not the motion. September 3rd. All of these emails came yesterday, so it would have to be September 4th or later. And it's not in the case either. Okay, you wanna go?
Yeah, we're good. I'm reading, so. Very interesting.
Oh, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.